Hello, everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. I am Karen Truth. So today we got this particular topic that was being discussed in a podcast from a professional and actually explaining why men benefit. Hold on, let me bring up a video. I don't want this screen to look a little bit empty. So, explaining why women live a shorter life when they have, you know, a man in their lives. And this is the thing because the woman forgets herself. Most of the time, she forgets to take care of herself. She prioritizes the man. And let's not forget about the emotional labor that women put, especially in marriages or in relationship in general. Women tend to actually take care of their partners and try to make sure that they feel happy and comfortable and to prevent any kind of problems. Now, I have brought a couple of videos over here so that I can actually show you guys some examples and actually talk about a lot of these situations and what many women go through in relationships and marriages. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys watch this first clip of this man actually explaining why women live a shorter life more than when they are single. When a woman is single, she tends to live a very long life because she doesn't have stress. She doesn't have anyone stressing her out. And that's why I also acknowledge the people, especially women that want to be child free and mostly don't want to go into relationship because of, reasons like this. And with that being said, also other aspect of this particular topic is I feel like the emotional labor is too much sometimes. And also, let's not forget, we've been hearing men talk about, oh, men live shorter lives than women, especially when they are in a marriage, which is complete lie. Because let me give you an example. Many men have been marrying women that are younger than them. You would see a 40-something-year-old man with a woman of 20 years old. Of course, his life has been going on for a long time before he met his wife. So way younger than way younger than relationship with women that are younger than them. And in that aspect, you can definitely expect that the man would pass away before she does. But a lot of people forget about the emotional aspect, that the emotional labor that the woman have to take on, even though she's married to a man that is older than her. And if you look at, let's say, couples that are the same age, when it comes to the man and the woman, when you look at many of those the same age couples, you will notice that the wife always falls sick. You will always notice that the wife will fall sick first and she will definitely pass away first when you look at same age couples. So that is also an example. So when men come over and talk about, you know what, women live longer, no, it's mostly because men tend to marry women that are younger, way younger than them. So they think that women live longer, which is not right, which is not the truth. Because if you look at the aspect, especially when it comes to same age couples, you also notice that the wives get sicker and they pass away faster. They're the first to pass away before the men because those emotional labor, all of that stress have been put on them. And this is the aspect that nobody want to talk about. A lot of women do emotional labors without even getting paid for it. So I'm gonna pull up this video over here and let this man actually explain this particular aspect. Hold on. That is not the video.
Typically longer than single men.
Hold on. Let me
You
take it
said
back.
that married men live typically longer than single men. Married women don't typically live longer than single women. And in fact, we probably die earlier.
Men live longer because she makes him go to the doctor. She yells at him when he's texting while he's driving. I mean, it's like she's the supervisor. She's the super ego, if you will. And they're taking care of their brood. Women live less long because of the chronic stress from the men.
I literally, when I heard you say that, I was like, well, what do we do about that? Like, and in fact, actually, what do we do about that?
You take care of yourself. You know, when you're on a plane and someone says if the cabin pressure goes down and the masks come down, put yours on first. And women don't do that. I have seen they take care of everybody else and they don't take care of themselves.
Oh, sorry. I noticed that my voice, I think I'm going to be leaving my microphone on from now. I'm not going to be taking it off. So, like I was saying, this is the thing. A lot of people, gaslight women to think that, hey, you are not contributing a lot. You are not bringing a lot to your marriage, especially for women that are stay home mothers. And those gaslighting, that is the reason. This is one of the reasons why a lot of women fall ill and a lot of them need help. But the thing is, you married to especially the modern day men, because that's what they are, because some of them don't even want to provide financially anymore. They want the free labor, like absolutely free plus extra. That is what some men are looking for now. They want a roommate that is going to be paying 50-50 for the apartment and for everything, yet they want you to bear children. They want you to take a traditional role in the relationship, but they don't want to provide. They don't want to provide their own part, which is absolutely insane. That's why I don't do 50-50. I don't encourage any woman to do 50-50. If he cannot solely be the provider of that house, move on with your life. He's not the one. So I'm going to bring this lady over here because she came home and the house was in total chaos, and she had to complain on TikTok. So let me just bring her up in here.
This is what my kitchen looks like.
Hold on.
I come home after a 13-hour shift, and this is what my kitchen looks like.
Let me take it down and then bring it back up because I don't know. It is like Let me see, maybe remove a video from, no, let me just take it down and bring it back up.
Child who
Okay.
I come home after a 13-hour shift, and this is what my kitchen looks like. And my unemployed husband, where we have one child who's at school from 9 until 5, just decided to drink 8 beers, just chilling at home by himself. I am tough. Side note, these dishes,
I don't know what is happening.
they've been in there for 2 days.
Okay. So that video was a little bit, it was having a problem. So she was complaining about coming back from home, from work, and there were still dishes in the sink. The husband has not done the dishes, has not even cleaned the apartment. The apartment was a whole mess. And she had to go to work, come back, and see all that mess. What do you think is going to happen? Of course, she's going to be the one to clean it up. He's drinking 8 beers because he knows that she can't do anything about it. That at the end of the day, she's going to have to take that responsibility and clean the whole house and still go to work and bring that 50-50 money that they be talking about. But in this case, she is the sole provider and she's taking care of that man. At this point, that man is her son. She has adopted him as a son. He is not a husband. He is a child. He is her child now. And even the children, normally when your children, I'm pretty sure she have very, very little children, so they can't do the dishes, which means as the grown up in the house, he has to literally do the dishes, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He left it, waited for 2 days, had 8 beers. By the way, she said 8 beers, and decided to lay back because he knows if she comes back, she's just gonna yell, complain, and at the end of the day, she's gonna forgive him and continue with that relationship. And that is why the divorce rate is growing nowadays. A lot of women cannot take it anymore. A lot of women are not taking it anymore, and I absolutely understand. If some men want to play this game of being absolutely non-providers, expecting you to bring money to go and work and actually provide 50%, I absolutely understand why a lot of women are not dating. Because what is there to date? Why am I going to date you? Why am I going to be in a relationship with you? Why would I want to be with you in the first place? You are not doing anything for me. I might as well just stay alone by myself and take care of myself. And that's why I don't have a problem with child-free women. I absolutely adore child-free women because, hey, as someone who has a child, I understand the emotional labor. A lot of people don't tell people the truth about having kids. Like before I had my kid, nobody told me that it was a hard work. That like my life is gonna change. Like my life was gonna turn upside down. My freedom is absolutely gone because I have to make sure and I have to cater for my household. I have to cater for my man. I have to cater for my kids. I have to cater. I'm literally the madam of catering and making sure organizing everything in the household. Nobody tells you when you want to have kids. They tell you, oh, when children are a blessing, the children are blessings. Yes, I'm not saying children are not blessings, but they are also emotional and physical labor. I had a guy said one time, he said he had his first child. A friend was telling him, like, you should have a kid. They were like, oh, your world would totally change. They are just nice, sweet things to have. And when he had his child, they were like, ha ha ha, sucker. Now you in for it. Now you've joined the group. And this is something that a lot of people don't tell younger women. And I'm somebody that, yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's not easy. It is not easy because now you in for it. You are absolutely in for it now. You can't move because all the time you're gonna have to think about your kids. And that is another part where women also don't live longer. The emotional stress and emotional burden of caring for the family is a lot. It's a lot on women. But nobody want to talk about, you know what, even the 50-50 people never talk about those emotional labors. They never talk about that. They don't want to share that part. Now, I'm going to bring up a video of a woman having a quarrel, a fight with her husband because she's a, stay at home mom. And he said that she's been riding on his income for 10 years. When I heard this, my ears literally opened up. I'm like, she has to take care of your kids and take care of you, and you're crying about providing financially for your family. Are you okay? So let me just pull up that video, by the way.
Doing what for 10 years?
You've been riding on my income.
I've been riding on your income for 10 years, being a stay-at-home mother, which you wanted me to.
So you heard him. He said that she's been riding on his income for 10 years. And don't forget that she's a stay-at-home mother. She's a housewife. So she got to cater for everyone, including himself. But she's not getting paid. But he thinks because he's bringing the money back home that she ain't doing anything. She's not, contributing anything. Like, this is the thing. When I see men talking about women being stay-at-home mom and not doing anything, and they see that as a terrible thing, I'm like, okay, then go and employ a nanny, a cleaner, and a cook, and find out how much you gotta pay them monthly. Because all of those things that she's doing at home is actually labor, is paid labor. So a lot of women do a lot that normally should be paid for. Like, that's why there are some traditions that actually ask the man to give, like some Asian traditions, they would, like, the man would work and the woman would be the one in charge of the money. In my own tradition, you give your wife monthly, there is something called monthly income. You give her some monthly allowance. Monthly, you have to make sure that there is money in her account, even if she's working or not. There is a monthly income for the wives. And I understand that other traditions don't have this like I do, but it is necessary that you give your wife a paid income because she's doing a lot. She's going to need to take care of herself. But some men think, like this particular man over here, thinking she's taking a free ride on his money. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys another video of a woman that needed help. She had, 7 kids? She had 7 children. And a lady made a video about this particular topic, and she was talking about how they just try to exploit this woman. See, because when women are poor and need help, men tend to try to exploit that position that woman is on. They tend to try to exploit the women that need help. But when a man needs help, women will go and help. Women will try to help. That's why they are running around here telling women to, settle. Oh, go build a man. Oh, go help a man build his future, build family. No. Help a man with, his financial topics. Absolutely garbage. That's why I don't tell any woman to do that. If he ain't got it, then look for the one that got it. Look for the ones that got it.
That video.
I don't know what is happening today.
Priscilla is a 36-year-old homeless woman. She's a mother of 6, and she started having kids when she was 14, and she lives in one of the roughest places in Philly. The comments under this video are one of the reasons I always tell women and the people around me that you do not need to feel bad for men who are poor or homeless. When women are poor or homeless, men seek to exploit them. When men are poor or homeless, women help them. So even though Priscilla is homeless and telling this person the story of her life, the men in the comments are only thinking about one thing. They're even offering her housing in order to possibly be able to sexually exploit her. This is another reason why, if you are a woman, money should be the only thing on your mind. She has 6 kids, so that means up to 6 men were once in love with her enough to get on top of her and give her their seed. Where are they now? Ladies, stack your paper. Money and resources are your only friend, and stop feeling bad for poor men. They don't feel bad for you.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Because it's crazy that normally when a woman tries to look for a man that is doing well and is financially financially stable, those women get called gold diggers and all of that. They will be name calling out here in these streets for because of women that are looking for men that are stable financially, because at the end of the day it doesn't matter if he has all the money, you're still going to be putting a lot of emotional and physical labor into that relationship. You're going to be doing that. It doesn't matter how much money he got. He's gonna be expecting you to do your wifely duties. And it doesn't matter how poor he is and he ain't got anything, he's still gonna expect you to do your wifely duties. And it is what it is. So let me just bring up this last video over here.
When women are poor, men exploit them. When men are poor, women help them. Stop helping men, stop feeling bad for them. Let the other men that they love so much help them out.
So, and that is it. And absolutely that is it. Like listening to that doctor, I think he's a doctor, talking about the emotional labor and the stress that women in relationship and marriages go through, and the fact that you live shorter, you live shorter lives because of all of that burden that a lot of women carry, is just disheartening. And then to come around all of this disadvantage, like all of the disadvantage, because it is a lot of red flags, all of that red flags, and then you still have men on podcasts talking down on women, and then you still have some men on podcasts literally talking about if a woman is looking for a guy that has is financially stable, oh, she a gold digger and all of that. But they forget that even though she might find that man that has that bag, she's still gonna have to do her wifely duties, because that man will expect her to do her wifely duties. That is not spoken about. Sometimes I feel like all these men that are crying about women that go after men that have money, they want to be the woman. They want to be the one going after men with money. But since that is not happening, now they're going to have to talk women into bringing the money to them, because they are the original gold diggers. They are the real gold diggers. In this fact, in this particular case, they are the biggest gold digger, because not only are you bringing income, you're going to have to take care of them, take care of your kids. If you have kids, take care of the household. You're giving free labor and all of that. Like at this point, you're doing extra. So they're the biggest gold diggers. And that's why they have all these podcasts popping out and literally trying to tear women's self-esteem down, telling you about your age, telling you about how you're going to hit the wall, which is absolute nonsense. Because I'm going to say this, a woman can get married at any age. A woman can stay for a long time if she decides to be single, and when she wants to be married, she will definitely find a husband. A lot of people make it as if the husbands are so scarce, especially with this kind of material of men that we have now. Husbands are not scarce. With this attitude that we have now, husbands are not scarce. With men asking for 50-50 relationship and women to contribute financially, no, you ain't that scarce. No, you ain't scarce. There is nothing scarce about you. You're not. A woman will find, if she wants to go into that kind of relationship, she is gonna find someone tomorrow. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna say this, ladies, please take care of your health and your mental health as well, because this is the thing. If you want to be child free, I say go for it. If you want to be someone that doesn't want to be in a relationship, I say go for it, because at least you should put yourself first, because nowadays the what I'm seeing is not really benefiting for any woman to go into any kind of relationship that does not benefit her. If he's not paying all the bills, no. If he cannot provide for the whole family, absolutely not. No. You don't do that. That's gonna be a whole red flag the whole of your life, and then you have to carry all this burden on your own, and it's probably not gonna be contributing nothing into it, especially with them 50-50 gold diggers. men out there, because they are they're people that likes to exploit. They would like to exploit you as a woman. If you're a kind of woman that thinks 50-50 is okay, no, girl, you're doing all, and you're paying the bills too. He's doing absolutely nothing for you. He's absolutely doing nothing for you. You're giving him a legacy if you have children and continuing that bloodline without him doing nothing. He's doing nothing for you. So why are you with him then? Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. Thank you all for being here. Please don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.